Hey, friends. Welcome back to the final episode of The Machine and Her. This will be the final episode. We have triangulated the position of Agnes's mainframe, and it brought us here just outside the Museum of Witchcraft near Salem in the northeast corner of the map. So, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Let's go find out what's going on here. Let's get our gun ready, because I got a bad feeling there's going to be some mirelurks around here. There always are. Let's get down. Yup. Haha.
Doing okay.
Turn around, buddy. It's stuck down there. Good. Down you go.
Wasting my time.
All right, get back here, you. Where'd it go? It's dead. Or it's over the other side now. Yeah, it's dead. There's another one around somewhere. Whoa! What's that over there? Let's kill it. Oh, come on. Yeah! It's run off and we're in caution. There goes Kit. In after it. What I'm really worried about is that Mirelurk Queen over there. Alright, come on now. Where'd you go, buddy? He's coming back. I see him. Get him. Come on. Come on, quit juking around. Quit it. There you go. Yeah, let's get out of here before that Mirelurk Queen comes over. Alright, let's just check around a little bit here. Wonder glue and a silver locket. Go toward the signal side, and we need to play the voice recording. Okay. Boom, boom, data, inventory. There it is. Agnes Portable. We can ask you anything from weather. Yeah, poor Agnes, right? My personal storage. Audio recordings, play recorded code. It's overridden. We should be able to get in now. Yeah, let's head in. Okay. Now, I will tell you guys when you're playing this, if you want to play it along now, there are several different outcomes, and if you want a different one, I strongly suggest. Yeah, this doesn't look very good.
Is that the same red phone from before?
Red phone? Yeah. Oh my goodness. What else is here? Not much. I'll tell you that. Baby rattle? Why is there a baby rattle here? I don't know, but here's a door. Let's head inside. Submerged facility. Uh-oh. It looks like water has been intruding into this place. It says submerged facility, and if you'll recall, Agnes was afraid of water because her mainframe is not secured from the water, and, well. Now, something you're going to notice, too. When you get in here, your FPS is going to go like nuts because the water effects in here are a little bit much for your Xbox. Just a little. So let's just take a quick look around. I don't really need to look in there. Yeah, just look away from the water, which is flowing down the steps. Let's see what's going on here. Reception terminal. Bring the facility mainframe back online. The mainframe is offline or no data. Okay. Alright,
Looks like
so.
the mainframe is offline. We'll have to get it up and running if we want any information out of the terminals down here.
Okay. So let's head down. Sorry about the FPS, guys. You're going to see this quite often in here. So I'm going to back down the steps. Because that water, it's lovely, but does cause issues with your frame rate.
Look at this place.
Look at this place. I do want to look at it.
Really here? She must be terrified. I can't believe the whole facility isn't entirely underwater already.
Right?
I think I can see some sort of drainage system on the bottom floor. But who knows what kind of shape it's in, or how much longer it will hold out for.
What? Why would they build this place underground near the ocean, of all places? It's not very
Your
secure.
guess is as good as mine. Maybe to keep the place a secret. Looks like it worked.
Yeah, it did work, but we'd better work fast then.
Right. Let's keep moving.
Okay, we'll keep moving. Wow, yeah, I mean, this is lovely. I'm gonna do it slowly. The FPS is really tanking here, guys. It's that water effect. So I'm gonna try not to look at it as much as possible. Whoa, let's look away from the water. I do want a good look at this. Lots of data, lots of screens, big computer screen. But let's keep on going downstairs, shall we? Yeah, let's head on down. Ooh.
Looks like they were trying to leave in a hurry.
Hey, their bags packed and everything.
Didn't make it.
No, they didn't. Why were they leaving in such a hurry? And it looks like, well, they've got some stuff here I might want. I'm gonna loot a little bit, guys. Of course we are, especially glass, right? But look what they did to these computer terminals. They put high-powered magnets on top of them to scramble them. What's this say? She is still in there. Oh my God. They left this entire facility, and the research terminals were scrambled. They didn't want anybody finding out what they were doing. Yeah, no wonder. What horrors did this place have? Looks like everybody died down here. Did they lock down the facility? Yeah, I think they locked down the facility. I have taken some stuff, guys. You got to. Not the bourbon, though. Not the bourbon. Sorry about the FPS. I can't do anything about that. But these guys died down here. They died with their secrets intact. Wow. So I'm grabbing those detective case files because I'm not sure if they'll come in handy later or not. Oh, wow. There's the mainframe. Look at the umbilical cord coming off of that. The huge umbilicus coming up to the top. Wow. It's all underwater. Look at it.
No. No. This is what they did to her. This is all that's left. Agnes, I'm so sorry. I don't care what it takes. We are ending this.
Now you agree with me. We should end it. Discover the secrets of the listening post. So we need to go back upstairs. Wow, this place is... what a mess. It looks like everything is all completely shut down here. Yeah, there's nothing down here. And everybody was killed or died. Oh, what is this place?
It hurts my eyes. What do to her?
That's the Sublimation Chamber where they extracted her mind and put it into the machine. And I know, well, she's hurting. Let's go see. Let's go see what we can find out. Let's go see what we can find out. This place is creepy. Who would do this? And they didn't want the secrets getting out, obviously. They destroyed the evidence. I'm taking stuff, guys. I am. I know. I can't help it. You gotta loot. It's Fallout 4. So let's head over here into this and see what we can do. Facility mainframe access control. Okay. Let's load the holotape. My personal storage. Audio yeah, the code.
Oh, Will. Hello there. Okay. This is Dixon Monroe speaking.
Dixon Monroe.
If you're hearing this, then I'll just go on and hope you're the one I meant it for. If not, then maybe I got the frequencies crossed up and broadcast this to, well, every damn soul on the East Coast. For a man's last words, some say that's too big audience. For a man like me, they'd be right. But what happened here? What they done to that gal? People ought to know. Got to know. The sorry folks who run this place call themselves the Lattice Project. And they call this place the Altum Facility. Well, for now they call it that. It don't take a simple repairman like me to tell you this place is headed straight for the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Not that I don't pray it happens sooner than later. But see, the box they shoved that gal's mind into, it ain't waterproof. So before you go blasting a hole in the wall, listen. If water pours in and reaches her mainframe, she's gonna feel it. Like a scorpion under the skull. So if you came here to make this right, then I'm afraid you're gonna have to go the long way round. Farther than I was able. But since you figured out how to get down here, I'm betting you'll figure out how to open the one door they went and locked on me. The one door you gotta open to give that girl a rightful, peaceful rest. The Sublimation Chamber. That's where they yanked her mind out of her body. That's where they keep the final build. And that's where you gotta go to end that poor gal's nightmare. And man, sorry as sin this side of hell. Agnes Holloway. That was her name, for all they tried to wipe it from the face of the earth. Don't go forgetting it now. Let her pass, mister. Let her rest. Well, I believe that's gonna just about do it for old Dixon. I won't say where I'm headed, or where to find me. But the place you're standing right now, well, that's damn sure where you won't. Funny, him bringing me down here just to patch up the leaks in this place. Let it sink, I say, and drown them all.
Ooh. So we need to gain access to the Sublimation Chamber.
Damn it. Looks like the server was wiped. Wait. That audio we recorded from the Agnes store.
Right.
Let's load the remote Agnes holotape into the server here, and then check the personal storage section.
Put the Agnes remote holotape into this mainframe server. Ah, over there. Okay, that looks like the one room they locked Dixon out of. He was the maintenance man, and he described what she's going through as a living hell, a nightmare, and I got to agree. Agnes has been existing as a downloaded consciousness for over 200 years. She was not willing. Okay. We need to get a numeric passcode, a voice recording interface, and a DNA sample from, I guess, the main guy.
Really got the system locked down. We'll have to start looking around.
Yeah.
Let's read through any other terminals we find and see if we can figure out what happened here.
Okay, let's do it. Come on, Kit. First one I want to go in is this room here. Grab the duct tape. Yeah. You're loading again. I know I am. I know. Dixon's tools when he doesn't have any tools. Mr. Handy Fuel will take that and the giant thing of Wonder Glue. A screw. But let's take a look at Dixon's terminal. Yeah, let's read that real quick. IMAIL. Secure system for Dixon Monroe. Draft RE. Heads up. Miss Patty didn't tell us they were only taking volunteers for this crazy party they're throwing. Don't seem right is all, snatching up a girl away from her family, no matter how messed up her head may be. Oh, so she's not right in the head, huh? I don't know. I can't say for sure I'm all right with. End draft. Oh, Lord Dixon, we might want to think of laying low for a few hours. Debbie in processing just called and said the DOD finally found a girl for this little science experiment of theirs. They're bringing her down in just a short of an hour, and Deb warned me to stay clear because this kid kicks like a mule and spits like a camel. If you're wondering, because you know I was, just how the brass was able to procure their new pet without kicking up any fuss, Debbie said she'd heard this kid was sick in the head. One of those Molly queers you read about who thinks she's in love with another girl. What? So she's not messed up in the head. She just is gay. Suffice it to say, her parents were all too happy to let her serve her country if it meant they'd be rid of her. I don't blame them one bit. Chinese for lunch today? Oh, Patty, the executive assistant, U.S. Department of Defense. So Patty is... Wow, that's... Guys, you have to remember, this is... Fallout 4 is based on the 1950s, societal norms, etc., and so on. And back then, things were not so great, and that... people who loved the same sex were thought of as crazy. They need therapy. And this girl's parents were horrific individuals because just because of who she loved, they thought, well, let's give her up to the Department of Defense for an experiment. And I know Agnes was not up for this. R.E. talking shop from Robert Kowalski. Oh, he's the guy at the store. To Dixon Monroe. Mr. Monroe, sorry, but I've got my hands full trying to keep all these broads in a box in working order. And the misogyny continues. So there's no need to send another message, or to call again, or to come by the store, ever. Sincerely, Robert Kowalski, certified Agnes repairman. So, so he contacted that guy, and he said, leave it alone. Picnic canceled. Headquarters regrets to announce that the annual DoD family picnic has been canceled. Most of you are aware that the tide of war has not yet turned in our favor, and in some cases the military has sustained continued and heavy losses. While a boost in morale may be needed now more than ever, No department is in position to halt production even for one half day. So the family picnic was only a half-day picnic? That's typical of the Fallout 4 universe pre-war. Every man, woman, and machine is called to remain in action each day, all day, until the fortunes improve overseas, and our country can once more be called secure. Oh, courage here for victory there. Oh, man. Yeah, everything was in for the war back then. Work orders, requests. My work orders, this is Dixon's work orders. He's the handyman who fixed everything. He's the voice we heard in the recording just a minute ago. Dr. Tam Lang, Dixon Monroe. Mr. Monroe, my desk will be needed to be relocated so that I can be seated facing Agnes directly. I should like to be able to see her at all times and know that she is safe and happy. Oh. I cannot endure any further delays beyond what Lieutenant Walker puts upon me, so whatever resources or materials you need are approved in advance. Suffice it to say, this is now your top priority. The distance between her and I has become intolerable. I wish to be closer, and believe she wishes it too. Ooh. This guy doesn't sound right. He is in charge. He's the lattice project director from the U.S. Department of Defense. Oh, man. So this is his baby, huh? This is just Sublimation Chamber window installation. The window? Monroe, your repeated concerns concerning my very simple request have been noted, at length beyond the limits of my patience. Nevertheless, you are to proceed with construction. When the sublimation finally succeeds, I must be able to see her for myself. If you should deprive me of my right to witness the moment she becomes one with the machine, then let me assure you, you'll be made to know of much greater concerns than that of ionizing radiation. Begin at once! Lang. Ooh, this guy's nasty. He wants to view the whole thing. He wants to make sure she's happy. Oh. Intercom Repair. Yeah, who's this from? This is to Mr. Dixon, of course. The intercom in the lieutenant's office has gone haywire again. Handle it, won't you please? Don't let him tell you not to bother. He must have a working intercom, per protocol, and he knows it. Besides, I really and truly hate having to walk past those screens to reach his office. The sight alone gives me 8 kinds of chills, Patty. So Patty's not necessarily interested in seeing the horrific things that they're doing to poor Agnes. And it seems to me that the lieutenant doesn't want to even hear it, but yeah, they're making him listen anyway. Leaky ceiling in Fab Center. Hiya, Dixon. I know Dr. Lang's gotta have you running around like crazy, considering that I usually get out of here before you do. So geez, I hate to mention it, but the ceiling in the Fab Center has sprung yet another leak. I know there's only so much we can do to stay completely dry down here, but our O-Tech would be pretty impossible to replace without finding another girl. They'd have to find another one? Whenever you get a chance to take a look at it, that'd be great. Thanks, buddy. Here's to hoping the boss takes it easy on you, and you get above ground and home at a reasonable time tonight. Sergeant Fredericks. Okay. So it was leaking back then. My terminal? Dixon, I want this thing out of my office immediately. Get it out of my sight and keep it out. Oh. Okay. Copy to my personal... Yeah, we'll copy that. Now we need to get to personal storage. Access his code. Let's go back. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see now. It says, let's check the data and make sure that we're doing everything right. Access Lieutenant Walker's pin from the personal storage section of your Agnes tape. Okay. Let's do that. My personal storage. Lieutenant Walker's data backup. IMAO. Pin reset. Aha. Oh, new pin is 1, 2, 3, 4. But please be advised, we can't continue to do so on a weekly basis. Your pin is secure and does not require such frequent changes. It's secure. Boy, they're on top of it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Okay. So we did that. And now, what is next? Let's take a look at the data and see. Ooh, I don't like that. Enter the pin number into the Sublimation Chamber terminal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, huh? Oops, sorry about the FPS, guys. Let's do this. Alright, so the 3 things we definitely need. The passcode we now have. Let's enter that. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're safe and secure. All of your personal belongings and the Department of Defense data is completely secure. Alright, we did that. Good. Alright, what's next? Right. Alright, we did that. Let's check some more of the terminals around here. There was one up in reception that I didn't check yet, and it should have rebooted at this point because we've basically got the mainframe back online. Now, those 2 computers down in the one lab, ooh, yeah, forgive the FPS, guys. It's just gonna be a thing. Yeah, we need to go up there. Now, I am going to check behind that waterfall, too. But I want to check this reception terminal up here.
Let's check around the reception desk for any other clues.
Yeah, let's do so. Oh, there's a snub-nose 44 there. Let's take some purified water. Because why not, you know? And there's some 44 bullets there, yep, and some case files. I'm not sure what those are, but they might be something we want to do. The reception area. Okay, this is Patty, I believe. The desk of Patricia White. IMAIL. Heads up. Secure system for Patricia White. September 5th at 11:45 from Patricia White to Dixon Monroe. Oh, Lord Dixon. We might want to think of laying low for a few hours. Ah, this is when she's coming in. Yeah, we've read that one. Okay. R.E., I'll be heading home late again, sweetheart. Uh-oh. Received October 9th from Paul White to Patricia White. Really, sweetheart? That's the 3rd time this week. I've got half a mind to come there and tell this boss of yours that he'd better start letting my wife come home at a halfway reasonable time. Not that I would know where to go or who I'd be yelling at. Honestly, honey, I'm not sure this job of yours was a good idea. I haven't got a clue where you go all day, and you can't even tell me what those people are working on. Can we talk about it tonight, or does classified really include your husband? Like he's any joker on the street. Love, Paul. I don't think he'd want to hear what she does. I'm so sorry, honey, but it looks like I'll be stuck at my desk until late this evening. I swear the boss is working me like there's no tomorrow. Dinner is in the icebox, and kiss the children goodnight for me, won't you? Okay, the boss is working her. Okay, intercom is broken. Let's read that. October 10th from Lieutenant Brian Walker to Patricia White. Mrs. White, the intercom in my office is done for, so pass the word along that I can only be reached in person. Do not submit a ticket to have it repaired. But she did. She really did. He didn't want it repaired. He didn't want it. I didn't want the damn thing in my office to begin with. Dealing with Lang and his broad in a box downstairs is bad enough. I do not need additional aggravation. On a related note, you must stop phoning my house. My wife is long past suspicious, and you are not doing our situation any favors by it. If you and I are to enjoy our time together, then we will have to make do with supply closets and no contact outside the facility. until either the war ends or my wife finds out the location of this facility and puts a bullet in both our heads. Be patient, Patty. I have a plan. Let's meet after everyone goes home and I'll tell you all about it. Lieutenant Brian Walker is having an affair with his receptionist. And I see. Yeah, she's getting worked over RE camera. Of course you can borrow it. Come by the house tomorrow afternoon and let's chat too. I hardly see you these last months, and when I do, I can't hardly get a word out of you about what you're up to these days. A sister's got a right to know. Original message. Dolores, good morning, sis. I hope you and Bob have been well, and doing as much as you can to keep your eyes off the papers. It's nothing but worse and worse news every day, don't you think? I'm sorry to ask this, but I wanted to see if you might lend me your video camera. Let's just say I've caught the shutter bug recently. Or maybe I finally got a subject worth capturing. Uh-oh, all my love, Patty. What is she doing? And that's about the picnic. Personal entries. Shopping list, okay. Blah, blah, blah. And honestly, what's the point of being a few dozen yards away from some sort of super smart assistant if we're not allowed to even talk to the damn thing? Easier with Agnes, my behind. So here's me typing out my shopping list like an old fossil. Okay. Prophylactics were on the list. It's my fault. My friends warned me this was going to happen last night. That sullen bastard told me he didn't feel comfortable leaving his wife at this point. Of course, he was more than happy to suggest that our meetings in the supply closet continue. Oh, yeah, see? And she was stupid enough to believe him. That's... wow. Yeah. Oh, I love you, honey. Oh, don't you worry, I'll leave her. Don't you worry. Yeah, right. Last night he threatened to have me reassigned if I asked him about leaving his wife again. Wow, and then threatening the employee after having... oh, God, this just reads like... so 1950s, Me Too has never happened in this world. I haven't got a clue what kind of twit that man takes me for, but I'm not half as dim as he figures. While I can't say for certain what he and his white coat lackeys are really up to down there, I do know he's desperate to keep it a secret. And if he's never going to leave that shrew wife of his, then there's no point in hiding the fact that I can make threats too. Oh, I stopped by my sister's this morning and borrowed her 8mm camera. That bastard's playing games with me. Well, I can play them too. And one way or another, he'll find out. I came to win. Oh, well, okay. So we've got that. Now, there's apparently some videotape of something incriminating. And I am going down here backwards, guys. I know. Yipper. So we need to head back downstairs. But before I do that... whoops, I can't run in that way. Sorry. There is this office in here. Security office. This place is a wreck.
Someone tore this place apart.
Yeah, they did. Let's see here. Corporal Hayden's terminal. Okay. Corporal Hayden's personal terminal. IMAIL. Secure system for Corporal Joe Hayden. Read immediately. Sent October 21st at 1500 hours from Corporal Joseph Hayden to William. I guess William will. 10 minutes ago, a buddy of mine over in intelligence services called to tell me to take the wife and kids and get as far away from the coast as possible. I tried calling you at home and at the Agnes store, but couldn't get through, so I asked my buddy to find a way to get this message to you, however he could. Something big's about to happen. Maybe invasion, maybe bombs, or worse. Betty, the kids, and I are heading west to Granddad's farm. Please come and find us. I know that things, well, they haven't been right in our family. Not for a long time. I may not understand your lifestyle, but that doesn't mean I had any right to say what I said, or shut you out like we did. When I see Mom, Pop, and Sis on the farm, I'll make sure they know how wrong they were too. You're my brother, Will. I love you, and I'm sorry. His lifestyle? Corporal Joe Hayden's lifestyle? Or, oh, his brother. Received October 15th at 13:05 from Dixon to Corporal. Mr. Hayden, sir, I wanted to thank you for the trinket you left me. I will put it to very good use. I am also grateful we got to talking in the first place, for knowing I'm not the only one seeing the rot down here. Either I trust you because I know a good man when I see one, or maybe there just ain't another soul down here who still counts right from wrong on different hands. If it ain't too much trouble, I got one more favor to ask. Keep your eyes on the lieutenant. He's close to either breaking Dr. Lang's neck or else hanging his own. Maybe you've noticed, too. Hell, it don't take a shrink to see when a man's calm is ate up. As for Dr. Lang, I suspect only God himself can keep his eyes enough on that man. I don't know if you're a believer, Mr. Hayden, but if so, now's as good a time as any to get busy praying. For them and us. And her. Dixon Facility Services, U.S. Department of Defense. So Dixon and this guy both don't like what's going on, and he left him a little trinket. I wonder what that is. Change of operations received October 21st at 1600 from Central Office, all Lattice project officers and researchers. Due to recent events, there will be a temporary change in specimen handling protocol. Effective immediately, this specimen is to be handled only by authorized DoD military officers. Lattice researchers are prohibited from direct contact with specimen until further notice. Courage here for victory there. The specimen? Are they talking about Gladys, the woman they brought here? Lattice specimen arrival. Yes, indeed. To Lattice Project Essential staff, be advised that a suitable specimen has been located and will arrive to Alton facility in approximately 2 hours. Prepare for lockdown upon arrival. From this point forward, no personnel may enter or exit the facility without authorization from Central Command. This includes the start and end of every shift, no exceptions. Be further advised that rules of containment are in immediate effect. So the Department of Defense is taking over this project from Lattice, which was basically a civilian organization. But as like everything during the war back before the bombs dropped, the military took over a lot of corporations and had their fingers in pretty much everything. So anyway, 1. Make no attempt to converse with specimen. Make no physical contact with specimen. Make no attempt to interfere with DoD scientists or their equipment. All communications are now restricted to this facility only. No exceptions. So, not only is Gladys been abducted, but she's been dehumanized. She's no longer a person. She's a specimen. And then we got a notice about the picnic being canceled. Personal logs of Corporal Hayden. Gonna get ugly. Old Dixon and I have started having coffee together some mornings. Of course people stare, like I'm not used to that. What? I imagine they can't get their heads around an Army corporal chatting with the handyman. He's good enough company, but more than anything, that fella has his ear to the ground in a big way. Seems to me he knows more of what's going on down here than the brass. He told me that this morning he'd gotten a work request from Dr. Lang to move his office desk and terminal from the research wing to the main overlook. Apparently, this is so he can keep a closer watch over his girl downstairs. I've seen Lang's obsession for myself. 2 nights ago, on my way out, I saw him reaching over the railing, closing his eyes, and running his hand along the umbilicus. Oh, yeah, that guy. I could almost hear him breathing from clear across the facility. Oh, and my family calls me a monster. Why do they call you a monster? What is up with the family guy? Didn't join the army for this. One of the analysts in neuroglyphics offed himself last night. Oh my. They called us into the conference room and told us that he left here yesterday without saying anything out of the ordinary. Went up to the beach, tied himself to a barrel, and laid down in the sand to wait for the tide. Poor bastard. At least, after so much time down here, he got some sun in the end. Ooh. After they told us, some of the other white coats threatened to walk. Stress from being in contact with the specimen, they said. Lang didn't even bother to show up to the meeting. So Brass decided that we will have to deal directly with the girl from now on, while the geniuses who thought this whole mess up in the first place get to sit behind the glass, write notes, and push buttons. The specimen, still. Ugh. The other army boys and I drew straws right after the meeting. Guess who the lucky winner was? Looks like today I'll be the one to strap her into the chair. Wait for them to finish whatever the hell it is they do to her, and then unstrap her and take her back to holding. Today's White Room session starts in 30 minutes. I already need a drink. Oh, edited. They said she was like a caged animal, and now I've got a gash on my left arm to prove it. I asked the nurses to trim down her nails. I don't think they'll do the same for her teeth. God. Even through all the thrashing and spitting, she kept her eyes directly on mine. Please, mister. I gotta get out of here, please. Good fucking God. The way she looked at me. What's all this for, anyway? Still need a drink. Oh, that's creepy. I got goosebumps. They abducted this woman. Her family gave her away without any fuss because she was gay. And now they've dehumanized her. They've otherized her. It's easy to do horrible things to things who aren't people anymore. And I think that's what's going on here, though a lot of people are really having trouble with this whole situation down here, including the military and a lot of the scientists who are involved. She knows. Do you think they know about you? I mean, that's what she said to me this morning inside the White Room. Just as I tightened the straps. I know we're under orders not to talk with her, but guess what else I know? Not one damn thing that happens down here goes into an official record of any kind. So screw it, right? Do I think they know what about me, I asked. That you're the same as me, darling, she said, almost laughing. Queer as coconuts. Oh, so he's gay also. That's why his family had issues with him. That's why he said that's why they call me a monster. I stuffed the baffle into her mouth before she got another word out and wondered if there were any barrels left on the beach. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, man. Wow. Enough. Dixon finally told me what he's been up to, why every night he's been staying later than even Dr. Lang. He's trying to shut down the whole damn operation. Everyone down here knows the old man can fix up a terminal when it fries, but I have to hand it to him. He never let on that he knows his way around a code base, as well as a power supply. Hell, he told me he was the one who'd been altering the calculations in the neuroglyphics file, delaying the sublimation, and trying to buy some time to get the poor girl out of here. Ah, so Dixon was trying to get her out of here, and everybody kind of understands that that's the case. Oh, the plot thickens. Oh, God. What a bunch of horrible people. This place is sick, man. So let's go downstairs. Well, let's see what we need to do next. Search the maintenance closet. Ah, yes, that's right. So let's go downstairs. Wow. Oh. Like society back then, and this is basically the 50s, guys, was very closeted, man. You did not come out. And the thing about it is that the guy they're talking about is married with wife and kids. And he doesn't love women. And that's the way it was back in the day. You got married because it was expected of you to fit in correctly, you know, with everything that's been going on. Where's this maintenance closet? I think it's... Ugh! I think it's over here. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, that camera she was using for blackmail. Is here. Take it. Right, for the blackmail recording, complete the find a voice recording. Use the blackmail recording for the sublimation chamber. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, sorry about the FPS, guys. Yeah. That big room in there is kind of crazy. Okay. So, we have put in his numeric passcode 1234 voice recording interface. Click record to input your voice into the console for verification. We've done it. Welcome, Lieutenant Chambers. Input accepted. Okay. What do we need now? A DNA sample. No sample identified.
I have no idea where we'd find something like that.
I don't know. So what's next on the list? Use that. Ah, wait a minute. I think when I was downstairs, there was that dead guy all the way down at the bottom, and there was a blood stain on the glass. Maybe, just maybe, that is the one we need. Maybe that's the guy who's dead down here. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, see, there's blood there. What's it want me to do? Let's find out. Use the blackmail recording in the sublimation chamber. Right. Okay. Talk with Kit. We did all that, right? Find a DNA sample for Lieutenant Brian Walker. Put the Agnes remote holotape into the mainframe server. And then access the personal storage section. Okay. Oh, don't tell me I've done it out of order again. Maybe I have. Let's see. If you do this out of order, guys, you're going to be doing it over and over again. So, let's just see what happens here. Let's make sure what I'm doing. Okay. Put the Agnes remote holotape into the mainframe server. And then access the personal storage section. Gain access to Sublimation Chamber. Discover the secrets of the listening post. Let's see. Maybe there's some more. Ah, yes. There's one more. Yes. I know where to go. Yeah. There's one terminal we haven't read yet. And that is Dr. Lang's terminal. I think that's up here. Yeah, I see it. It's over here. That's the one that they wanted Dixon to install so that Lang could basically see and hear his girl when she becomes one with the machine. Let's read that. Property of U.S. Department of Defense, authorized action prohibited, project notes and status, Dr. Tom Lang. Project notes. The problem, as I have seen it. For all her promise, the subject lacks grace. How this girl screams. How roughly she resists my art, my compositions. For now, I must be content to sketch. The canvas will soften when it learns to abide the brush. Oh, you just see. This guy is like a psychopath or something, man. There's something wrong with this dude. Flow. October 5th. The white room is beginning to take hold upon the girl. In the flickering light, I watch her eyes, see them dimming, softening. There is no more screaming. Perhaps she will make a useful canvas. After all. Oh, that just gives you creeps, doesn't it? A first and final warning. I went this morning to observe the subject in the White Room, and found her not in her usual frenzy, but rather slumping against the restraints and barely able to keep her eyes open. I reminded the nurses at length to administer the sedative, exactly as I have ordered it, only when the subject has reached absolute cerebral capacity. This is just his surprising insight. I have often been asked about the so-called impossible bottle displayed upon my desk. How have you accomplished such a thing? How difficult did you find the task? How long must that have taken? How? Tiresome, livestock, bleeding, and ignorance. Genius, I have too often explained, is not in the doing of the impossible, but in the imagining of it. For a man may never accomplish the former without greatness enough to do the latter. Ugh. So he even imagined all this stuff, and now he's doing it, and he's actually got people to do it. Digital breath. The machine becomes her. It is accomplished. This morning at 0700 hours, the subject's mind was liberated of the flesh, and now functions within the machine. God himself shall look upon this match and marvel. There is so much to do. How awful. He celebrates in this stuff. Wow. Ugh, I'm getting goosebumps. That's creepy, dude. An unwelcome variable. This morning's wire from Washington. Enemy already has intelligence foothold in country. Department of Defense to take over Agnes project in this entirety. Lieutenant Walker commanding. Excuse me. Hang on. Sneeze. Woo! My voice is getting scratchy. No. Within minutes, Walker's indelicate hands will unmake my greatest accomplishment. This I cannot abide. I will not. In my mind's eye, I see an instrument of golden steel and singular purpose. I admire the simplicity of its design. Now the weapon is cold in my left hand. I reach out with my right and feel the machine's umbilicus to be warmer than usual. They will never hurt you, my love. They will never know you. Oh. So he was doing this all along. Once he got her into the machine, the Department of Defense was in here. The shape of her memory. They are all dead. I fired. Oh, so he. Oh, that was. Oh, he. I fired upon Walker firstly and finally. I will admit to finding a measure of great satisfaction watching as he crawled away from the others down the stairs before finally collapsing against the wall of the White Room. A final shot to his head was as fine a point as perhaps I have ever made. With no one left to interfere, I am bound for the Sublimation Chamber, inside the machine. I will finally and truly become one with her. Oh, yeah, that's why everyone down here is dead. He killed them all. He killed everybody in here. And the DNA sample we need, as I suspected, is downstairs. So let's go back down there. Oh, wow. This guy, wow, he wants to become one with the machine. So he went into the Sublimation Chamber to download himself and become one with her. That is freaking creepy, man. Okay, now I have what I need. Completed, find a DNA sample for Lieutenant Brian Walker, place the DNA sample into the scanner, and then process it. Okay. I'm getting closer to the end, guys. Whoops. Trying not to hit that FPS, but, you know. 'Tis what it is. So, yeah. We have the DNA we need. So let's head on in. We need to put that blood sample in here. Where is it? Is it not under my 8? It's under here. DNA. Blood. Right. Okay. Oh, so we go in here now, I think. Scan DNA sample? Right. Completed, place the DNA sample into the scanner and then process it. Done. Right, we're good. Access to Sublimation Chamber requires the following. We have that, we have that, and we have that. Open it. Yeah. Enter the Sublimation Chamber with Kit. Alright. Oh, and there's Dr. Lang.
God.
Oh, what a horrible machine they put her in. Oh.
It's really true then.
Yeah.
This must have been where they pulled her mind out of her body. I don't understand how something like this could have happened. How is it possible? And why? Why do this to her in the first place?
I don't know, man. No, I'm not saying that. Let's just get what we came for and get out of here because she was different. And that made them afraid of her. Yeah, that's why they took her. That's specifically why they used her. Why they did this experiment was different. And scientifically what they accomplished was incredible, but horrific. Let's just get what we came for and get out of here, but because she was different and that made them afraid of her, yeah.
I understand that more than I'd like to. Let me just see if I can get what we came here for. Any data related to her core functions and how to access them should be located here.
Why do we need to access her core function?
Because that's the only way we're going to be able to shut her down completely and painlessly.
Is there any chance we might not pull this off? Do you really think she can feel pain? Yeah, I'm gonna ask that. Do you really think she can feel pain?
She told us herself that she does. And
Right.
besides, every time she's come back from her dark place, you can hear it in her voice.
If she says she's in
hurting.
pain,
There's
yeah.
no doubt in my mind about that.
Yes.
No, I haven't. We haven't come this far only to fail her now. The man in the radio broadcast seems like he knew about what was going on here.
Right.
And how it was done. At this point, it's our best laid, anyway. There's a lot to sort through. Come on, crew. There were 3 attempts before the sublimation procedure was successful. Before they were actually able to extract her. She must have suffered so much. Fucking bastards. In any
I
case,
second that.
with this data, I should be able to generate a usable decryption key, giving us full access to her source code and vital functions. This looks like the instruction sets they installed into her after the sublimation. Call and response modalities, topic forms, storage instructions. Wait, what is this? There's another instruction set. Latent functions. These are completely different, nested within the rest.
What is
Hayden.
it? Huh.
These look like broadcast frequencies, different from her radio station. Ultrasonic and infrasonic. But why? Wasn't she supposed to talk, play music, and looks like they've hidden some project notes within the code comments. according to this, Agnes was originally intended to be some sort of surveillance device during the war,
Ah,
hidden in
yes.
plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
The military wanted a way to distinguish background chatter from treason, and no AI they had was advanced enough to do that.
So they downloaded a person.
That's why they did this to her. They used her to cut down on how much data they would have to sort through. But it looks like the project fell behind schedule. And by the time Agnes was released to the public, the military believed there were already too many spies inside the country.
So it was useless after
They
all.
pushed Lang, the project director, into making... Oh no. Agnes is a weapon. Those ultrasonic and infrasonic frequencies I saw,
Yeah?
it can be used to concuss people, to incapacitate them with the flip of a switch.
Oh my god, that would be like a weapon you could use everywhere. We're ending this. That would explain why your people sent you for Agnes.
Yes, it would.
Not a weapon we could use. No. We're ending this. Let's shut her down like she
Yes.
wanted.
She has suffered enough, and she deserves a chance, for once, to decide something for herself. Thank you for understanding that. Alright. It looks like I should have everything we'll need to do this as painlessly as possible for her. We'll have to go down to the mainframe itself. That's where her vitals functionality is stored, keeping what's left of her alive.
Okay. Oh. Agnes. And there's that idiot Lang. He fried himself in his own machine. So Agnes is the ghost in the machine. We need to go down. Let's get this over with, shall we, Kit? Yep, let's go.
It's time to finish what we've begun. Let me get started.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thank you. This isn't what I wanted, but I understand now that it's what she wanted.
And you understand why.
We owe her that.
Yes, we do.
And I owe you for sticking with me through all of this. For everything. Why do you follow
Cat.
her? What?
Your sister.
No, Cat. Get out of here. Tell me, why do you follow her? Are her eyes your truth, as his are mine? The
Alec.
world is dark, unmade, rudderless. Tell me, why do you follow her? Pogon, how did you find us? God, she's standing right in front of the pump control panel. If she's figured out what it's for.
You don't have to answer. We don't have time for this. It's too risky. No, you don't have to answer her.
Please, I want to.
Okay.
I can handle this.
Right.
Cat.
She's your sister.
Listen to me. I follow her because I want to. It's not like it was with Alec. It's different. Because I made a choice. I decided to be here. Do you understand? No. You have taken my eyes. I can't see. I can't function.
cannot understand.
Yes, you can. Please, Cat, listen to me. Maybe we'll never be able to leave Bellwether behind. Not completely. But we have to fight. We have to try. I know you feel lost and alone. But there is so much more to you than that place. More to you than him. Life out here, it's weird and wonderful. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's frightening. But it's always mine. Out here, I can jump and shout and think and breathe and choose. Let me help you choose. Let me help you fight.
Lost. Fight. Help. Jump. Fight. Choose. Lost. Function. Choose. Breathe. Breathe. When you didn't come home, I was terrified that you'd been killed. In Bellwether, we were always apart because they kept us apart. I came to the Commonwealth ready to bury you, not to learn that you had chosen to leave home. You'd chosen to leave me. But I understand now. I've been following you, watching you. It's like I was getting to know you all over again. Except that now I realize I don't even know myself. There was never anything to know before. But now, maybe there is. I have to leave now, sister.
Cat, wait.
I'll be alright. Maybe I'll be around. Maybe I'll just be. Goodbye, sister. For now.
For now,
wow.
sister. Goodbye. Cat. Look at her go. I saw her with Alec inside the radio station. I just knew in my heart that it was too late for her. I should have known better. You've shown me yourself. It's only too late if I decide it is. I guess you showed her that too. Even if neither one of us knew it. Only one thing left to do. Come on.
Ah, okay. That's cool. So Kat has found herself. She's escaped with her sister now. What do we need to do? Ah, yes. Come on now. Here we go. Object project. Yeah, Agnes project mainframe. Subject vital access. Obtain current subject vital signs. Neuroglyphic cognition declining with intermittent periods of stability, essential functions intact. Super awareness dormant. Electrical stability stable, no critical neuro impediments, negligible voltaic inconstancy. Amniotic stasis, mild cellular degradation, fluid quality otherwise within acceptable parameters. So I mean, we could save her. Adjust vital sign failsafe parameters. Read me, please. Goodbye, darling added. I hope you can see this. I have a message for Kit. It will play when you shut me down. And thank you for everything you've done for me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Oh, Agnes. Such a horrific end in an existence that just never ended. In pain, in agony, all that time. Disable vital functions failsafe. Warning. Disabling failsafe will terminate all subject cognition and neural functions and cause irreversible tissue death. Do you wish to proceed? Confirm vital functions termination. Oh.
Well, I will be damned, darling. If you're hearing this, that means you found me. Wherever I was, and whatever I was. I'll make this recording as soon as you left for the Agnes store. And I don't know how much time I've got before I go dark again. So, I should hurry up and talk while the talking's good. When you first came to Symphony Station, I could not fathom where in the world such a talkative, intelligent, fearless young woman could have possibly come from. But then you told me about their weather, and I realized that the truly unbelievable thing was that you managed to leave such a place behind. If you ever feel something or someone pulling you back there, remember that you are stronger than that place. Remember that you are bigger than any box they could try and keep you in. Remember that I love you, and will always be so proud of you. Tell our mutual friend that although it doesn't begin to cover what I owe her, she has my eternal thanks. Maybe the next life, if I am blessed enough to know it, will allow me the chance to hug old pals and repay old debts. Dark places summon again. It has been hard to accept that I'll never know who I am or why I'm here. Maybe it don't matter. Maybe it's more important that, in the end, I wasn't alone. It's strange. In a dark place, there's always a window. And through it, there's always a girl. I look hard enough. It's like I can see into her thoughts, feelings. Things I can almost remember. Maybe this time, I won't be afraid. Maybe this time, she'll remember me, too.
Goodbye, Agnes.
Ooh. Okay, Agnes.
Have you
Wow.
ever felt like you were outside your own body before? Sometimes I look at my arms, my hands and feet. I wonder who they belong to, about all they've done. I've only just begun to recognize them as mine, as something I can control. I've been making my own choices, and I almost missed the time when I couldn't. Fear wasn't a part of my function. Now that I can choose, I'm afraid all the time. And I hate it. But when I think about the life Agnes never got to have, the choices she never got to make, even the fears she never got to choose, and I realize that no matter what they tried to take away, or what they tried to turn her into, she never let them have her. She chose to be herself, all the way to the end. There is always a window, and through it, there is always a girl. Agnes was right. I've been looking through a window too, wondering what that white-haired fool is so afraid of. And what she'll do next. And no matter who she is, no matter who she becomes, I will choose to be her.
Yeah, that, my friends, and a level up as well. Wow, that, my friends, is the end of the machine and her. So, yeah, wow, what an absolutely wonderful little mod. It's a companion mod with a great compelling story, I think. Yeah, this episode is a little bit long, my friends, but I didn't want to break this whole part into segments. It just seemed to me it would break the flow of the entire ending. Tell me what you think in the comments below. We're gonna get ourselves out of here. Come on, Cat or Kit, let's go. Let's go find your sister. What do you say? Yeah, let's go find her. I'm sure she's around somewhere, or maybe she'll find us. Let's hope so. Ooh, there goes the FPS, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.
Notify essential personnel and seek safe exit at once.
Right. That's all we're gonna have. Oh, what are you doing there, girl? Stand up. That's all the time we have for. That is the finale to The Machine and Her. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you play it. Maybe you'll come up with some different endings. There are quite a few endings, and you can change the outlook of Kit a lot depending on what you choose to do here. So I've been the Bonsai Butterfly. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If there's something you'd like to see in Fallout 4, let me know in the comments below. All right. Cheers, friends.